Hello and welcome to this BuyBotPro video. I hope you're doing well. Today I'm going to show you how to analyze a product from a merchant fulfilled standpoint. So whether you are a merchant fulfilled seller or you feel that this item would be better to do yourself as opposed to your usual FBA route, then this is how you'd go about it on BuyBotPro. The first thing to do would be to dive into the settings, of course, and just make sure that everything is configured as you want it in here. So this fulfillment is basically a preference, right? So if you have it toggled to FBA, it will analyze the FBA way from the get-go. So that's how it's going to load up whenever you open up BuyBotPro. If you toggle it to merchant fulfilled, the merchant fulfilled toggle will automatically be on whenever you come into BuyBotPro. So if you do one or the other predominantly, the best way really, just to make things a bit quicker, is to have it toggled to whichever your preference is. It's wise to make sure that any extra fees in your business are entered in here, and then any consistent shipping costs in your business should be entered in these options, which just makes it a bit quicker for you when you do your analysis. So you have up to 3 consistent shipping cost options that you can enter in here. So it might be that it's £3 or $3 or €3 for, say, standard shipping. Maybe for like a premium shipping option, it might be £4, $4, €4, whatever it is that you're working with. And then obviously, as I say, you've got up to 3 options there. So these are 3 presets that will appear whenever you use the merchant fulfilled toggle on BuyBotPro. And obviously, don't forget to save and sync your settings when you've made any changes. Now, in order to analyze the merchant fulfilled way, the biggest thing really is just to toggle on the MF toggle, and those shipping options, those shipping costs that we entered into our settings, those presets, appear right here. So obviously we only entered in option 1 and 2, so that's all that appears right now. This other extra field right here is basically where you can enter in a custom shipping cost. So if it's not any of the presets, then you can still enter in whatever it is that you're working with. And this is what BuyBotPro is going to use in its analysis. So obviously when you analyze this way, the FBA fees are going to be removed from the total cost, because obviously you're not doing FBA, so therefore there's no FBA fees. So when you hover over this, the breakdown of costs that you have will be relevant to you as a merchant fulfilled seller, or if you're just choosing to fulfill this item yourself. So as you can see there, it's remove the FBA fees, and then any extra costs, the shipping costs that we selected, is being used right here. Then obviously it will use this combined with everything else to work out the ROI and profit on this item. Other than that, some of the points to check would be the competition analysis. Just look at what your fellow MF sellers are doing, because obviously these will be your main competitors on the listing. And then when you come to the main sales chart, so let's look at this right here, and we were to look at, say, so it's these boxes right here. Let's toggle off some of these other options to make it a bit easier to see. The FBM points right here. So this is the average FBM price, and as we hover over any of these points, it will give us a breakdown of what exactly was going on at that point in time. So we can see the average FBM price, and we can basically just look for consistency on this listing and see how this has fluctuated in whatever date, in whatever time period that we've selected. So those are really the main things to look out for when you're doing your analysis. Other than that, as I say, keep an eye on the other MF sellers. What you can also do is head into the BuyBox statistics, select a time period to start with, and then you can see your chances of winning the BuyBox as an MF seller. Pretty good news right here on this particular listing. We can see that the people that tend to win it the most are MF sellers, because they haven't got that tick in the FBA box. And we can see that it's not the case of, say, one seller's got it for like 99% of the time, which means that it is being basically occupied by a singular seller. We can see that it is shared around, and yeah, like no one's got like 90% hold over it, which means that, especially if we have a repricer on our side, we do stand a good chance of winning. And we can see that these sellers down here won it 2 days ago. So we do see that the buy box moves around. So our chances of winning, are all right. So those are just some key things to look at when we are analyzing this way. But the main thing is just to toggle the MF toggle on, select your shipping cost to enter it in, and then it will analyze the merchant fulfilled way. Hopefully this video was useful. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you soon.